Hello students, welcome to online class. Myself Kishoran Gujjar, Assistant Professor, Department of Physics. Today we will discuss about twisting couple on a cylinder, work done during twisting a wire, work done in stretching the wire. Next, torsion of a cylinder couple per unit twist. Before going to the study of couple per unit twist, first we have to know what is couple, what is torsion, and torsional rigidity. You have learnt in your earlier classes, the couple is nothing but two equal and opposite force and it produces a rotational effect. Now let us consider this is a rod of length L. So when you applied a torque or a couple, so here this rod is get twisted. The twisting of an object due to applied torque is called torsion. So when this rod is under torsion, it produces the opposite force or restoring force in anticlockwise direction. The amount of resistance in a cross section against a torsional deformation is called a torsional rigidity. In order to derive an expression for couple per unit twist, now let us consider a cylinder or wire. It's clamped at one end and twisted at the other end through an angle theta about its axis. It is said to be under tension. Due to the elasticity of the material of the cylinder or the wire, a restoring force or restoring couple is set up in it equal and opposite to a twisting couple. Consider a cylindrical rod of length L, radius R, and coefficient of rigidity neta. Its upper end is fixed and a couple is applied in a plane perpendicular to its length at lower end. It is an example of pure shear. We know that shear is nothing but change in the shape of the body when the deforming force are applied. So in this case, here there is neither change in radius or nor change in length when the cylindrical rod is twisted. So here there is only change in the shape of the body. That's why it is an example of a pure shear. Consider a cylinder consists of large number of coaxial hollow cylinder. Now consider one hollow cylinder of radius x and thickness dx. Each radius of the lower end turned through an angle the same angle theta, but the displacement is the greatest at the rim, decreases as the center is approached, where it is reduced to 0 at the point O. Let AB be a line parallel to the axis before the cylinder is twisted. On twisting, since the point B shifts to B dash, the line AB takes the position AB dash. Before twisting, if hollow cylinder cut along AB and flattened out, it will form a rectangle ABCD. But if it will be cut after twisting, it takes the shape of parallelogram A, B dash, C dash, D. Now, the angle through which this hollow cylinder is sheared, therefore, B dash is equal to phi. Then BB dash is equal to L phi and BB dash is equal to X theta. From when we are comparing these two equations, then phi is equal to S theta by L. From the definition of rigidity modulus, we know that rigidity modulus is equal to shearing stress by strain. So, shearing stress is nothing but force per unit area, the strain is phi. So, the shearing stress is equal to force per unit area is equal to N phi. So, shearing force F is equal to, so here we know the value of phi, substitute the value of phi in this equation, here we can get N x theta by L into area. Here area is nothing but area of cylinder and it is given by 2 pi x into dx. Then the total shearing force act on the cylinder is given by 2 pi x dx nx theta by L, that is equal to 2 pi neta theta by L x square into dx. So we know that from the definition of moment of force, the moment of force is nothing but force into perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation. If the force is 2 pi neta theta x square dx by L and perpendicular distance from the axis of rotation is x. Therefore, this equation becomes 2 pi neta theta x cube dx by L. So, in order to derive the expression for the total twisting couple on the cylinder, we have to integrate this expression between the limit x is equal to 0 and x is equal to r. Then here the limitation from 0 to r, 2 pi neta theta x cube dx by L. Okay. Then here these are the constants 2 pi neta theta and L. Here the variable is x. Therefore, this equation can be written as 2 pi neta theta by L, the limitation from 0 to r, x cube dx. You know that the integration of x cube is x to the power 4 by 4. Here it is 2 ones are, 2 twos are, then this expression becomes the C, that is the total twisting couple on the cylinder is equal to pi neta r to the power 4 theta by 2L. If you put theta is equal to 1 radian, then the couple per unit twist of the cylinder is become C is equal to pi neta r to the power 4 by 2L. Next, work done during twisting a wire. When a cylinder of length L, radius R has been twisted through an angle alpha, then we know that the twisting on a cylinder is given by C is equal to pi neta r to the power 4 by 2L into alpha. So when we applied the torque or a couple at the lower end of the cylinder, so it restoring force or opposition force is developed inside the cylinder. That's why in order to increase an angle further by an angle d alpha, we have to do external work done against the restoring force. So from the definition of work done, we know that work done is equal to force into displacement. Here the force is nothing but a couple, so that is pi neta r to the power 4 by 2L into alpha, and displacement is taken as d alpha. So in order to calculate the total work done to produce a twist by an angle theta, we have to integrate this term with the limit 0 to theta. Then the total work done is equal to integration from 0 to theta pi neta r to the power 4 by 2L into alpha d alpha. So here the integration of alpha is alpha square by 2. Therefore this equation becomes pi neta r to the power 4 by 2l theta square by 2 by applying the limit. Now this equation can be written as 1 by 2 into pi neta r to the power 4 theta by 2l into theta, because theta can be written as theta into theta. Therefore, work done per volume is equal to half into C naught into theta, where C naught is pi neta r to the power 4 by 2l into theta. So this gives the work done during twisting a wire. Next, we will move on to work done in stretching the wire. So, to deform the body, we know that work must be done by the applied force. So, the amount of energy spent to deform the body is stored up in the body and is called energy of strain. When the deforming force are removed, the stress disappears and energy of strain appear in the form of heat. Let us consider the work done during the elongation of strain. Let F be the force applied to a wire of length L of cross-sectional area A fixed at upper end. For small increase in length dl of the wire, the work done will be equal to FDL. So that means for small increase in the length dl of the wire, we have to do some work done. That work done is equal to FDL, because work done is equal to force into displacement. The total work done during whole stretch of the wire from 0 to L. So the total work done is equal to, we have to integrate this term from the limit 0 to L. Therefore, work done is equal to integration from 0 to L F into dl. From the definition of Young modulus, and Young modulus of the material of the wire is given by Y is equal to FL by AL. Then F is equal to YAL by L. The total work done in stretching the wire from 0 to L. So here 0 to L. So in the place of F, we can replace as YAL by L into DL. So integration of L is L square by 2. Now applying the limit here, then it become 1 by 2 YAL by L into L. So here YAL by L is nothing but force, L is nothing but length. So this expression can be written as 1 by 2 F into L. So here the F is nothing but stretched force, L is nothing but stretch. Therefore, this equation can be written as half into stretching force into stretch. Thank you.